Respect. Yep, that magical thing that makes people actually listen when you talk or do things in a certain way. Whether you're dealing with your boss, your friend, your spouse, or that mysterious Gen Z crowd. Yep, I said it. This isn't about them tolerating you or following you on Instagram, or having a group of yes men or a bunch of people who claim to respect you, but do it out of fear. Let me share some tricks, or should I say psychological tips, which make you visible, well appreciated, and a role model. And trust me, it's easier than getting through a family group chat unscathed. What is respect? It's one of those things that's tricky to pin down. On one hand, it's a deep admiration for someone's abilities, something you feel when you see someone totally nailing it at what they do. On the other hand, it's also about being mindful of people's feelings, showing regard for them as human beings. But here's where it gets interesting. In today's world, respect has become a bit of a hot topic. Some people believe that you can only earn respect if you've got money, status, or connections. Basically, all the materialistic stuff. Others think they deserve respect just because they've been around longer, like age alone is a golden ticket. Before discussing about how to get respect easily from people, let's set the record straight. Yes, you absolutely have to give respect to get respect. That's just the basics, like using your manners, saying please and thank you, and not being a total jerk. These are the standard moves that make people respect you on a basic level. But hey, we're not here just for the basics, right? If you want people's full attention right off the bat and want to make a killer first impression, let's talk about some cheat codes to fast-track your way to earning respect. These are psychological tips that can help you lay down a solid foundation with anyone you meet. Ready? Let's go. 7 psychological tips. It is a lot less about who you actually are or what you offer, and more about your demeanor and how you choose to respect yourself and act with other people. Tip 1. Know who you're and who you're dealing with. Let's talk about introducing yourself without turning it into a look at me fest. People need to know who you are and why you're there, but it doesn't mean you have to go full-on alpha mode. We get it. Some of us are shy or more on the introverted side. But here's the thing. People aren't mind readers. You could be the most awesome, knowledgeable person ever, but if you don't introduce yourself, you're just going to stand there unnoticed and unheard. And who wants that? Obviously, you should read the room. But more often than not, if you take a moment to introduce yourself and let people know who you are, you'll stick in their minds. Plus, you'll earn their respect because it shows that you're not someone who just fades into the background. You're stepping up and making yourself known. And before you even think about introducing yourself, you've got to understand your audience. Respect isn't a one-size-fits-all thing. You've got to know who you're talking to. Take Gen Z, for example. They're all about authenticity, social justice, and meme culture. If you show up with outdated references and a because I said so attitude, you're just asking for eye rolls. So, tune in to who you're dealing with. If you want respect, you've got to meet people where they are. Tip 2. Try to remember people's names. It's such a small thing, but it can make a huge difference when you're trying to make an impression. Sure, it's easy to remember names within your usual circle, but when you step out, whether it's at an event, the office, or another networking spot, it's a whole different game. We live in a world where it's super easy to forget people's names. We're all busy with our own stuff, right? But simply remembering someone's name, especially if they're important, can really help you out. If you meet them again and you remember their name while they don't remember yours, trust me, they'll remember it next time. Here's a trick that helps. When someone introduces themselves, say their name right back to them. Like, nice to meet you, name. You get what I'm saying? Then, throughout your chat, use their name a few more times. When you use someone's name, it's like you're directly acknowledging them, which makes them more likely to remember you too. Small talk helps here as well. Mentioning something from a previous conversation, like asking how their family is or for an update on a project they were working on, shows that you actually care about what they're up to. Remembering their name and connecting with them over the past conversations makes them feel important, and in return, they'll pay more attention to what you say and think. Once people feel that they matter to you, they'll likely do the same for you. Tip 3. Be interested in their conversation. Ever notice how the loudest person in the room often gets ignored? That's because respect isn't just about being heard. It's about showing you value others' opinions. We have 2 ears for a reason, right? When you actually listen to someone, not just hear them but really listen and engage, you come across as more respectable. Here's the thing. When you talk too much, people might see it as insecurity. And yeah, we all love to talk about ourselves. But if you want to earn someone's respect, let them talk about themselves first. Give them the space to open up, and they'll respect you more because they see you as a good listener. But does that mean you should only listen and never share your own thoughts? Absolutely not. Respect is a 2-way street. Show that you respect their perspectives by actively listening. Give them your full attention, make eye contact, nod along, ask questions, and respond thoughtfully. This makes them feel valued, and guess what? They'll respect you more in return. So next time you're in a conversation, put down your phone, make eye contact, and really listen. Whether it's your boss, your friend, or your Gen Z cousin, everyone just wants to be heard. Tip 4. Be real, not perfect. Let's kick things off with authenticity. People can spot fake people from a mile away. Be genuine in your interactions. Folks value authenticity and can quickly see through insincerity. Share your real thoughts and feelings and be upfront about your intentions. And listen, nobody likes a know-it-all or someone who pretends to be perfect. People respect those who are real, flaws and all. Admit when you don't know something, own up to your mistakes, and show some humility. It's refreshing in a world full of filters. Remember when Jennifer Lawrence tripped at the Oscars? Instead of trying to play it off, she laughed at herself. And guess what? People loved her even more for it. Authenticity, perfection, every single time. Tip 5. Be confident, not cocky. Confidence is magnetic, but arrogance? That just pushes people away. Walk into a room like you belong there, but don't act like you own the place. Speak with assurance, keep good posture, and make eye contact. This shows you're someone worth noticing. First things first, fix your posture. Walk into a room with your shoulders back, standing tall. That confidence and sense of purpose will make people notice you more than if you're slouched and staring at the floor. Plus, it just feels better, right? Even if you're nervous, remind yourself, I'm meant to be here. But let's be clear, confidence doesn't mean acting like a peacock, trying to outshine everyone else. Healthy competition? Sure, but if you interrupt people, act arrogant, or try to make others feel less than you, guess what? People aren't going to respect that. Nobody likes the person who tries to make everything about themselves. So, show respect, give others space, and join the conversation without making it all about you. Do that, and you'll find people start to genuinely seek out your opinion and respect your presence. Tip 6. Master the art of saying no. Saying yes to everything? That's a fast track to being seen as a pushover. If you want respect, people need to know you've got limits and won't just go along with anything. Don't be afraid to say no when you need to. It shows that you value your time and priorities. Respect really starts with self-respect. Set clear boundaries about what you will and won't tolerate, and stand your ground. People respect those who respect themselves and don't just bend to everyone's will. If someone tries to cross your boundaries, don't hesitate to say no. The truth is, people will always test boundaries, especially if they sense you're a pushover or just really generous. But when you say no to someone who's always asking for favors and never giving anything back, they'll respect you more. They'll realize you're someone who's willing to give, but only when it's truly deserved. Tip 7. Stay calm under pressure. Staying calm under pressure is like showing off a secret skill that not everyone has. Think about it. When things start to go wrong, most people panic or get stressed out. But if you can keep your cool, that's impressive, and people notice. When you're calm in a crisis, it sends a message that you're in control. It shows that you can handle tough situations without letting your emotions take over. This doesn't just make you look strong, it makes people trust you more because they know you won't crumble when things get tough. Take a moment to breathe, gather your thoughts, and then act. This kind of composure not only helps you make better decisions, but also earns you major respect from those around you. Whether it's dealing with a work crisis, a personal challenge, or just a hectic day, staying calm shows maturity, confidence, and strength, all things that people naturally respect. Plus, staying cool under pressure can be contagious. When others see you handling a situation with grace, it can help them stay calm too. And suddenly, you're not just respected, you're leading by example. Like what Michelle Obama famously said, "When they go low, we go high." And people respected the heck out of her for it. So there you have it. 7 psychological tips that can help you earn respect from just about anyone. It's not about trying to be perfect or putting on a show. It's about being real, knowing your worth, and treating others with the same level of respect you want for yourself. Whether you're introducing yourself, remembering someone's name, or staying cool under pressure, these small but powerful moves can make a big difference. Remember, respect is a two-way street. The more you give, the more you'll get in return. So go ahead, put these tips into action, and watch how people start to see you in a whole new light.